We are with Richie Karaburum, who is the managing director of Rumor Travel for the US. I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to know firsthand what is doing his company, what is the value proposition of his company.
Okay, perfect. Well, those of you who know StubHub for tickets, peer-to-peer marketplace, we are basically the marketplace for travel. We are consumer to consumer, and so when you are stuck with a reservation that you book, whether you're in the cancellation period or you book the non-refundable hotel rates, then if you can't make it, you can always rumor it, we call it. So we are just a marketplace. So let's say you booked a room, 4 nights in New York, you booked a non-refundable hotel rooms or advanced purchase, because non-refundable and advanced purchase rooms are generally about 20% cheaper than flexible rooms where you can always cancel up to 6 p.m. So in 4 nights in New York, it's about $1,000. So if you can't make it, and generally people don't buy the travel insurance because just for the hotel stays, that's not very common. They only buy the insurance when it's the big packages. So if you can't make it, you call the hotel. The hotels say to you, sorry sir, sorry ma'am, we actually cannot refund you because you booked a non-refundable hotel rooms. So as of today, there's an option. It's a rumor. So you can come in, post it to rumor, and we can actually resell your room for someone who's looking for a good deal. So we are all about good karma and helping people in their difficult, painful situations, because no one wants to actually pay something that they didn't use or they don't use or they're not going to use. So that's why we created Rumor. The marketplace is a very innovative choice for both hotels as well as the consumers. And hotels is that we offer when you post your room, you name your own price, and then you share with your friends. We have a share-o-meter. So the more you share with your social network, the more likely that you are going to sell your room at the price that you like, and the other person actually get a good deal. We do the name changes, and then the new person comes in and checks into the hotel. So our value proposition is twofold: innovative and creative solutions for our hotel partners, because they actually get a filled room, occupied room, with these guests are spending more incremental revenues, the restaurants and bars. We always say empty rooms means empty restaurants, empty bars, empty spas, less Wi-Fi fees and the room services. And we increase their occupancy rates. And we also bring them new customers. So new customer acquisition is very expensive. So room or guest is actually, they did not spend any money for those customers. And we also increase their occupancy rate, hence the revenue per available room for the hotel. So our revenue managers really like it, but more importantly, we get the steam out of the angry passenger, because you're about to lose $1,000, you call the call center or reservations, all you are told is, sorry, we can't help you. And that's why we tell our hotels, why don't you refer those customers to us, either via email and via the widget in their website. So we've signed thousands of hotels. They're either referring us customers via email or via the widget. And for the consumers, we're actually solving this painful situation. We are minimizing the risk of booking non-refundable hotels. Hey, you can enjoy the lowest rates out there, and then if you can't make it by any chance, you can always rumor it, and you can get the best deals.
It only works with reservations that have been made directly with the hotel, or also with other intermediaries?
No, our systems are actually booking methodology agnostics. So if you book with the hotel's website or with the OTAs, we develop a state-of-the-art technology. All you have to do is send your confirmation email. We then extract every single information, and then we validate every single detail for every single information. Once we validate that, we actually post it, and then once the room is sold, then we do the name changes in the background automatically.
It reminds me a company called Change Your Flight. I don't know if you know it. It operates mainly in Europe. That has this value proposition for airline tickets, and for sure the bad experience that the client has when is losing the money is something that it's really good to be solved.
Yeah, exactly, because I just talked to a gentleman who's running an organization, nonprofit organization for consumer protection, and I understand now they are going after to lobby with the airline industry to make sure that that's also possible. I understand until a couple of years ago it was possible, so with the name change fee, you could actually change the name for the airline tickets as well, and then now there's huge effort to change that, and I understand major OTAs are behind this lobbying efforts as well, which is only going to help Rumor, because we want to be the marketplace for travel, not only for the hotels. We want to go to cruise lines, and we want to go to ski packages. In fact, I'm very happy that I talked to President and CEO of Ski.com, one of the largest ski producers in North America. So they love the product, so we're going to have into partnership. So we're going to put Rumor widget in their website at Ski.com.
Yeah, the key of the success is that when you try to Rumor your booking, you find someone who want to use it, and I guess that from a statistical point of view, that has a lot of very related with the universe of potential traveler. You told before that you rely on the social network of the person who is trying to Rumor, but also you are posting that proposal in your marketplace openly, no? I guess
that is correct. That is correct. And then we not only one of the things that we do for the inventory for the industry, we create an additional inventory. And also, we actually become this person who posts as the room. We make them a new distribution channel at no cost to the hotels. So we actually do quite a bit of Google advertising. And then we do a lot of PR. So when we get NBC News or ABCs and New York Times, we get lots of organic traffic as well from our PR efforts, and a lot of social media, because with our Shareometer, the person who's stuck with the reservation is incentivized to sell. So he's asking his friends and his friends' friends via Twitter and Facebook and everything to make sure that they actually help them, because otherwise he or she's about to lose money.
I think this is a clear application of the principles of the collaborative economy to the traditional travel. So it's not a question of substituting the product from the hotel booking to the flat or couch, but to use all the possibilities of that new economy. So you consider yourself a new economy company, a collaborative economy company, I guess.
Exactly right. As I said, we are all about social sharing. We are all about good karma. So we say we are about the golden rule: help people, help others, or treat people as you want to be treated. And you're so right that we are all about collaborative consumption. So like the websites in Airbnb or Share Couch or Uber and everything. So we actually bring new way of doing business for both hotels and then as well as the consumer. It's all about, I love the word collaboration, consumption economy. And yes, we are actually very innovative and creative option for everyone in the travel industry.
Your idea of expansion in terms of not only of countries but also on types of hotel, it's focusing on large chains, or just the opposite, going to the fragmented market, or both of them?
First, we've actually started with the independent hotels, and then it's a lot easier to move, learning curve, or adapting a new technology. It's much easier with the independent hotels. So we've signed hundreds of independents, and we're also going to certain organization that represents thousands of international independent properties. So and then we're talking to what we call the the underdog chains, that they're actually smaller chains, and they're more flexible for the new technologies we are trying, rather than going to the major chain first. So our expansion is actually happening with independents first. That happens in North America, and then we are also doing that in Europe as well, because two of our partners we signed, one of them is IBC, International Boutique Collection. They actually have 475 boutique hotels around the world, mainly in Europe and North America. So they love the Rumor product. They believe in the benefits, and they believe in the option that we create for them, because they have to do these non-refundable offers because of their cash flows. There's a reason for that. But now, well, if the passengers cannot or the guests cannot make it, then they have an option as well. But once we conquer the independent and the small chains, the rest will actually go to the big chains.
Your solution has a lot of sense for hotels when the occupancy levels are low, because they can predict that it's very difficult for them with their means to resell that room. But we have seen that the trend is changing, and in some cities and some areas, I'm talking now about Europe, we begin to talk again about overbooking. So don't you fear that with the change of the trend and with higher level of occupancy, some hotels begin to behave a little bit greedy and prefer to get all the money of the cancellation plus the new revenue of the new booking?
And that's perfect. Great question, because this is what's called double dipping. And in fact, I understand some hotels are actually budgeting double dipping. And so when we, and many of the cases in the hotels in the high occupancy markets, like maybe New York, Rome, or Paris, and they said, well, we can actually resell this room. But when I ask how many times do we double dip in a year, in 365 days, that's actually less than a handful of the days they can do it, and it's very limited times. I'm not sure on top of my head the occupancy in Europe, but the average occupancy in the United States is 62%. So yes, in New York and San Francisco, that goes up to all the way to 85 to 90%. But hotels are barely 101% full.
Yeah.
So
even in the worst of the cases, okay, you cannot roam or your room during few days a year, but it's a solution that will be working all year long. So that's,
exactly. We understand hotels' point as well. We definitely want to work with the hotels. I am coming from a supplier relations. I used to be the president of GTA North America, and as well as I worked in the corporate travel market for the head of supplier relations. So we want to do together with the hotels. We actually want to help hotels. To me, supplier relations or the hotel relations is very, very important. So that's why we are actually signing strategic agreements with the hotel companies, so that, yes, we are here to solve your problem. That's why we actually call ourselves that we are the solution for the cancellations and no-shows for them. And it's free to the hotel, so it doesn't cost anything.
If the hotel reservation is part of a package, and you make the change of the name, you take care as well of the communication of the change to the tour operator or to the OTA, or is something that the client has to do by himself?
We actually do it, the name changes with the tour operator itself as well, together in many. It all depends on what kind of connections we have. If we have the API already with that tour operator, then we can do it with our API. That's called the name change in our API. But if you don't have the API connections, we ask their help as well. It all depends on the situation.
So, Richie, thanks a lot for your explanations. I think that's a great idea and very useful for the consumers, and at the end of the day also very useful for the hoteliers, because they have happy customers. That means that will be loyal customers.
And that's why one of our motto is that we would like them to turn their canceling customers into their loyal promoters.
I really like one of your sentences. It's all about good karma.
It's all about good karma, and then thank you very much for your interest.